Hey guys, day 13 of my Torchlight Infinite Rosa 2 mana stack and build diary, and we'll jump straight into a map showcase. This is the current map strategy I'm using, just cube, legendary cube, compass. These are cheap, they've gone down to like 28 FE right now, and then these just increase in mob density, especially nice for conversion maps. So just gonna quickly shill while I'm doing the map showcase, just gonna quickly shill the Discord because there is plenty of people in there just talking about, Rosa 2, asking questions, getting answers, and, if you have a question, you can get a quick response from multiple people in there. I'm obviously active in there. There's a few others, particularly my man Wildor, who's been very, very helpful with answering people's questions, so, jump in there if there is any questions you have. Obviously, no video yesterday for day 12, just because didn't really have enough to show. Only really got to play a couple of hours in the evening. I did film one, but with the map showcase included, it was like 3 minutes because I only had like a couple of things to show that was different with the build. But there's plenty to talk about today, and there's obviously big DPS increase. We've quadrupled our DPS in the last couple of days, so I'll just finish off this map. Hopefully hit it big on cube. Cube's been really good actually. Since using the compass with that guaranteed dupe, it has really felt consistent. Sort of strategy I've been doing is I go quite conservative until I've had enough desire calls to pay off the batch of maps and compasses, and then I go crazy and I just gamble the lot after that. It's paid off, to be fair. We've made plenty of FE over the last couple of days, even if we've not been able to play for one of them. Yeah, doesn't look like too big of a hit there, but we'll right. So let us jump over to the dummy, and you can see. Oh, you can see. This is how we're currently looking. You can see the ramp times come down, because damage has gone up. We've hit that 2 trill mark here, hit that 2.5 trill mark here easily. Sitting at 2.8 trill highest, and then sort of around the 2 trill sustain. So quite comfy to call this 2.5 trill DPS. Obviously would come down as you're moving for boss mechanics, as we're starting to get into these harder bosses, like the Supreme Showdown. So I will go through what I've changed. So in order, this is the order we hit them. I was just making a list as I went down. We hit tier 0 mana on chest and tier 1 erosion resistance. These are obviously like cheap upgrades. We just like got round to finally spinning them. Tier 0 mana on head, tier 0 mana on left ring, tier 0 mana on boots, tier 0 attack speed on Wep, which I swapped from crit rating on the Wep because I'm at crit cap even without it, so we just went for more attack speed because we're sort of sitting around the 25 attacks per second mark, and we're leaving quite a bit of damage on the table by not hitting that 30 attacks per second mark. So that's what I'm focusing on now, hitting the 30 attacks per second. We also rolled into +3 on attack skill level, so that's an extra +1 attack. Super nice. We hit tier 1 damage on boots, which is, I think it's just temporary. I'm just going to keep rolling that. We also hit hasten on boots, and with that hasten, it really actually helped Spiral Strike feel a lot more snappy, and did increase our damage quite a lot when we rolled into this. So I'd definitely say get hasten on the boots, because it will really just help you hit that 30 attacks per second damage threshold. Obviously, because this is additional. If I click this, you can see it additionally increases attack speed by 8%. The move speed, obviously, a little bit nice. Mobility skill, I don't think matters for Spiral Strike, but yeah, there we go. We checked the sequence on our weapon. This cost, I think, it was about 300 FE. I was planning just to take the very first one between Cold Pen, Crit, attack speed, and we hit Cold Pen, which I think is one of the better ones, so that's quite nice. Nice little upgrade there, kind of cheap. Right, so, oh, the other thing I'll mention, you will notice there is a icon on this Phantom. I did actually choose to corrode it, and it hit the boring, absolutely nothing burger um, result, which is nothing changed. It just got bound to me. I'm not going to sell it anyway. Probably not going to upgrade it for now, because this is obviously super expensive to get an upgrade on this, and now we can't sell this to offset the cost of that. So yeah, we're probably sticking on this Phantom for the rest of the time we played the league, which is going to be about a week. Right, so um, the other thing I was playing about with was I was trying to push one of these damages taken from Mana Before Life mods up into tier 2, so we could drop it somewhere else, like on one of these items or on the slate. So that is what I was trying to go on, trying to do next. So skill wise, we are, I think, unchanged. I did change Bull's Rage from prep into activation medium. Multi Strike, it feels a lot more. It feels like it has a lot more uptime like this rather than just prep. Prep felt like there was some weird bug, I think, with prep where it just wasn't casting often enough. So this is sort of fixed that. This activation medium multi strike, super cheap. This was like 40 FE, I think. Yeah, 30 FE there. So that is something you can do to improve the build, in my opinion. Been swapping back and forth between Blizzard with the activation medium, which turns it into an empower skill and debuffs the enemy. Bull's Rage and Mana Boil. Mana Boil is the cheapest of the load. Try it out, see what you think. It has, off the top of my head, it has Consume and it has additional spell damage. So up to you. For me, it was about the same between Bull's Rage and Mana Boil. And I'm just swapping between the two, trying it out in different configurations of the build as we go further. We're just playing about with it basically, and just seeing what we can get out of it. I don't believe anything else has changed, no links or anything, so I'll skip them. Next is going to be slates. Slates have changed quite a lot in the last few days. If you look at the sheet, you'll see I've invested a lot into the slates. So we dropped 2 Goddess of Knowledge Divinities, and we picked up this one with a Shadow Quant, so we've gone up 1 Shadow. And we picked up this one, so this activates Agility and Focus Blessings. I will touch upon Focus Blessings in a second, because there was a problem with the talent tree, but and then we filled the space with this Fallen Starlight. Unfortunately, not at the bottom, so we can't copy the attack speed and mana from this. However, looking at the other upgrades I can get for the build, I think we're not going to be at the point where we can really buy a Prairie or a Moth to Flame, whatever those one square slate one square slates are. So I wasn't too bothered about getting this on the second one. Yeah, I think that's the only chain, or those are the changes for slates, but these increased the damage a lot. These increased the damage by about 30% where I was benchmarking at the time. So that was super good. I think I'm now looking at replacing this pedigree. Don't need the crit strike on it. The mana is obviously nice. Trade-off obviously nice, but I want to get one with 2 mods on, because that can be a big additional multiplier that we can look at now. So talents, while I'm here, I will touch upon this. Talents. I was in these talents, these focus blessing talents. I didn't have a source of focus blessing, right? I thought I came out of these days ago. I thought I came out of these like, God, nearly a week ago, I think, at this point, and it just turns out I didn't for some reason. So if you've still got them in and you don't have a source of focus blessing, don't keep these allocated. You can go sort of here for this spell damage. This will give you more spell damage here, and a skill level is like super nice. I went for the projectile speed. I might check this out if I can get there. I don't know if there's enough allocated early that I can actually get here, but we'll see. I'll play about with it. It's a constant work in progress, as you sort of know. And yeah, I think. Oh, I actually tested after I got Source of Focus Blessings, and this was a DPS decrease over this. So yeah, there we go. Which I'm not actually sure why, to be honest with you. I might have we don't have Gale, or we don't have like a way to scale proj damage like by proj speed, so that's kind of strange. So I might double check that and just make sure that's accurate. If it wasn't correct, I'll put it in the description. But yeah, I think that is everything for the last couple of days. Sort of now we are just looking at shadows, we're looking at more attack speed to reach our cap, and yeah, that is the main thing right now. And then after that, we'll probably look at defenses as we start to tackle some of this harder content of the season. Looks like we're playing for like another week or so, so should hopefully, I'm hoping there's enough time to finish off SS20. That's sort of like my big goal for the season. So hopefully that'll be achievable for us. If it's not, I'm just going to blame the 2 days that we lost internet access. So, okay, that was day 13, and see you tomorrow for day 14.